We'll get started here in just a moment. I know I'm running a little late. My previous call went a little long, but all right. So tonight, I'm going to play an interview that Katie did with Bridget.
Lovely Bridget Kidcaff with us today. She's a mother, grandmother, and female bodybuilder. And so we're going to start off by perhaps, Bridget, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I live up in the Central Highlands of Queensland, a little place called Dysart. Been here about, I think, 43 years now. Run my own carpet cleaning and pest control business. I'm quite busy. And, yeah, I run the local gym here as one of the committee members. Been into the gym ever since, I can remember, probably going on 30 years now.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and I've got 2 boys, yeah.
Fantastic. And so you said do you own that gym, or you're part owner in the gym?
No, it's a community-run gym. Like the community owns it, but I've been a part of it for over 20 years. So.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Mm. And so, Bridget, how did you get into bodybuilding?
Right, my son and his friends thought they would do a bodybuilding competition. Mm-hmm. So basically went up to Townsville to watch them compete, and I don't know, whatever it was, but watching that show, I just thought, this is what I want to do. I want to focus on competing. Wow. So one of the ladies who competed up there for the first time, by pure chance, a couple of weeks later, I met her at McDonald's of all places. I was eating salad. And she said, I recognise you from Townsville. And we got talking, and I said, look, I really want to compete. She's like, look, next time you're in town, give me a call, come around. And her and her husband helped me. And they now run competitors. They've got a little business, their gym in Mackay, where they actually put people on stage. So they sponsor me for my bodybuilding.
Oh, fantastic. That's great.
Mm. Yeah.
And do you mind sharing with the people listening how old you were when you first got into bodybuilding?
I wasn't about, I don't know now. I was thinking about how old I am. 45, I think, 44, 45. So
Andrea, she started when she was 45.
Yeah, like 10 years ago. Yeah, when I actually started. Oh, competing or the actual bodybuilding?
The actual bodybuilding, like going to the gym and training.
Oh, God, I would have been maybe 30 when I actually got right into it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, I've always trained, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then at what age was it? So you got into bodybuilding at 30, and then what age did you actually then decide to do your first competition when you were seeing with your son? What age was that?
Yeah, I was 44 years old.
Okay, great, awesome.
Mm.
And so, what do you like about it? Like, what draws you to it?
I think it's the discipline, definitely. And I mean, I don't know. You see a lot of people these days. A lot of people have depression, things like that. They don't have an interest. And for me, it's just the one constant in my life that I do for me that I know I'm going to walk away from going, that was great. I really enjoyed that. It was something. And you just need to changes in your body. And as you get older, to be able to be healthier, I suppose, and regain what you had as a teenager is amazing. And I must admit, there's a lot of people in the fitness industry that do bodybuilding who've got better bodies than some of the kids coming through. It's phenomenal to see what older people can do.
Yeah.
So, and not just that, but just the strength-wise and everything else. So, yeah.
Do you find it harder to put on muscle or maintain muscle now than, say, you did 10 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
So
your body changes. You've got to fight it more.
So what changes? So what would you suggest to someone who's going through that, and what do you do to kind of try and counteract it?
Basically, you've got to eat healthy. When you get to a certain age, well, I don't know, a lot of people going through menopause, and honestly, even if you're not, as you get older, your body doesn't respond to food and exercise like it does, like it used to. Once you get to 50, apparently your body doesn't process carbohydrates like it used to. So where I was a carbohydrate junkie and they could carb me up till the cows come home, I would never put on weight. And then I got to a stage where I'm starting getting bloating, I'm getting, like that little muffin top happening and things like that. And still gaining muscle, but I've really got to put the proteins in and really got to watch what I eat to try and not be fat, basically. I don't want to be a chubby bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That makes sense. So would you say that, like, in terms of your diet, what differences in terms of choices, what differences would you make now compared to when you were, say, 10 years ago? Is there any change in your diet to kind of keep up that you've had to do or be?
Yeah, big changes. You've got to try and fit a lot more fibre in your diet for your digestive system as well as bowel health and everything else. But like years ago, I could have a piece of cake or whatever I wanted and not even think twice about it. Where now I'm like, that cake's going to bloat me. It's going to make me feel like shit. It's same with I was never a big alcohol drinker or anything like that. But little things like that you sort of have to look at now and go, well, if I have that glass of wine tonight or that 2 glasses of wine, how's that going to affect me over the next couple of days? Because it does. Your body, you stop thinking clearly and things like that when you eat certain foods. It's junk. It's basically, you're fueling your body the same way you would fuel a vehicle, so you've got to look after it.
Yeah, definitely. And so what sort of foods do you eat? So could you give us sort of examples of foods that you would eat? I guess first.
I love bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, bacon, eggs,
Bacon.
love chicken. I'm not a big fish eater. I did so many months on fish with one particular trainer that I had that I could never eat fish for a long time. I love salmon and steak. Yeah, I like my steak. And veggies, yeah, I'm big on veggies. Salad, I've really got to force myself to eat the salad these days because I did that for so long as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and I try and drink a lot of water, but it's my downfall.
Right. Okay. And you said so getting plenty of fibre into your diet is important as you get older or something that you've noticed.
Yeah.
What are the main sources that you use for fibre intake?
Mostly your greens, basically cabbage, Brussels, zucchini. I like carrots, so I'll have a little bit of carrot. Yeah, where we are, where we live, we're not fortunate to have organic. So, I'd love to live somewhere else without an organic market and buy. So, yes, it's probably not the best produce we're getting, but it's green. Right.
Oh, that's great. And in terms of protein, how much protein would you consume a day?
As in grams of protein.
Yeah, so grams of protein. Versus on season.
Yeah, my off-season diet and my on-season diet are pretty much the same. I try to eat the same all year round. The only thing that might vary towards the end is maybe a little bit of carb cycling. But I probably have about 400 to 500 grams of protein a day where possible, which will include some protein shakes as well as I'm on the run.
Okay. And so do you know how many grams of protein that is? Is that around 60, 90? Somewhere between?
Yeah, I would imagine around that. I have to have a look at my bloody diet thing that I've got at home because I've got one that I follow, but it would be around about that, yeah.
Yeah. And, okay. So, how often do you work out? So how often do you train?
6 to 7 days a week. I'm terrible. I'm a gym junkie.
Wow, 6 to 7 days a week. And how long do you actually work out for?
Around about an hour. Yeah,
okay.
We sort of try to keep it short and sweet. But years ago, I'd be in the gym for 2 hours, because I was mad. I really was. I was all about getting there, do as much as you can, until I learned, no, short and sweet, get in, get it done, get out.
Yeah. And do you, what sort of exercises do you do? So if you're in the gym 5 to 6 days a week, what sort of exercises do you engage in when you're there?
Well, it all depends what my program is. My program changes every month. At the moment, I'm on a split training program, so I can do that. I can do chest and back in the one day. And at the moment, it's based on high reps,
mm-hmm.
so and heavy weight. So yeah, so it can be anything. Like I can do 3 leg sessions in a week, depending on how the program goes. I know it does have like day off, but I just say, I'm having a day off. I'm going to do another leg session or. Yeah. No, it's just I just the way that I am, the way that I feel like I need to train.
Yeah, definitely. Fantastic.
Mm.
And so out of all the exercises you do, what would be your favourite exercise?
I love doing chest, believe it or not.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, 8 legs. do them because I have to, but I love training chest.
Right, fantastic. And so, do you suffer much from delayed onset muscle soreness? I know that probably quite a few people listening to the interview, particularly as we get older, one of the things that puts people off is that if you go to the gym and you do some weights, you're going to have that soreness the next day, and so that can be quite a turn off for people. Do you get much of that, and when you do, how do you manage that?
I do a little bit, not a great deal. Sometimes on legs, like for the next couple of days I'll get DOMs. But it's just one of those things, because I've been doing it for years and years and years. You just stretch it out. We do a lot of squats and stuff like that before we start training, just stuff to warm up the body and that. So basically you just move it before you use it again. Mm-hmm. So get the blood flowing,
Okay, fantastic. Do you do any cardiovascular exercise, or is it mostly weight?
Mostly weight, unless towards the end when I'm competing and I send my figures into my coach, he might say, look, we're going to start you doing a couple of minutes here and there. Their biggest belief is your cardiovascular exercise when you're competing is your ACE card. When your diet and everything else fails, then they'll start throwing a bit of cardiovascular work in there to try and get your metabolism back up there again, and the fat burning side of things, which is great.
So what I'm hearing is you mostly use that towards the end, I guess, when you're coming right up to the competition, so you can drop more body fat. Is that right?
Yeah. And they like to do a lot of resisted cardio. So instead of sitting for 20 minutes on the treadmill or a stair climber or something like that, they'll have you doing stuff in the actual gym. So it's all weighted stuff. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. And so what would you say to, a lady or even a gentleman who's thinking about getting started at the gym and they're not sure about, should they be doing weights or should they be doing, cardio? What would your kind of advice be to someone who was asking that?
Go and speak to a professional. Everybody's different. I suppose, like if you've never done an active exercise in your life, I'm not going to take you straight in and start you on the way without doing a fitness assessment, postural assessment, stuff like that. It all depends on your background health-wise, whether you've broken bones, medications and things like that. There's a lot to take into account for somebody that has never done exercise. Mm-hmm. So you might start them off in the cardio room or whatever, but we all know cardio's boring. It's boring as that shit. So, with a lot of people, I would probably suggest do a couple of classes first, like, lower level classes and that. The gym's actually your thing. Mm-hmm. Not everybody wants to get straight in the gym and start doing weights. It's intimidating. Yeah, really intimidating if you've never done it. Yeah.
And what would you say to, a woman who was thinking, they'd like to do weights, but they don't want to get big or look big?
We get that all the time, actually. I don't want to look like you. I don't want to put on muscle. And I just say to them, this has taken me years. I didn't just move and pick up a weight and get muscle. You've got to work hard at it. You really haven't. Unless you're somebody that, genetically gifted, it's not going to happen overnight. Mm. So, but when we get people say it all the time,
Yeah. And do you find that I've sort of found one thing that's great about doing weights is that you can really sculpt your body as well. So, whereas
absolutely
to do it, with cardio. Yeah. How do you use? Do you do sculpting? Can you talk a bit about that?
Body sculpting. Yeah, well, that's basically what figure competition is. Like my side, that what I started off with figure, I still do a bit of bodybuilding, but it's body sculpting. It really is. And like as you know, you get older, things sag, they drop. Everything wants gravity's a bitch. It really is. By doing load-bearing exercises, weighted exercises, not only are you increasing your bone density and stuff like that, but you're keeping your skin firmer. You've got that muscle there to hold it up. And I look at some women and I go, oh, you've got a great body, but, your butt's saggy or your arms are saggy. I'd love to get you in the gym.
Yeah.
Because they have, you see someone, they're amazing, but you can just, what you can do with them. Like you said, the sculpting, let's just lift it a little and,
Yeah, definitely. It's sort of like the use it or lose it, isn't it? So it is kind of important.
Exactly. Definitely. I'll give you an example. We've got a lady at the gym at the moment. Oh, God, I think she's got to be in the 70s. She had a fall and broke a hip ages ago. Now, she's been doing not one of our classes, but one of the other ladies does classes. And I was talking to her yesterday, and she said the only thing she thinks helped her when she broke her hip was the fact that she did these Nifty 50 classes.
Okay, wow.
You know, because she's back doing them now. And just, God, it would have been about 2 months ago, she fell and broke her hip. And you wouldn't even know. So it does help you with things like that as you get older. So recovery from falls and sickness and stuff like that.
Yeah, fantastic. How old did you say that lady was? 70?
I'm pretty sure she's nearly 70, yeah. She'll look at it, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Do you have do you have many people in the gym that are older, around 70 or any older? What's probably the oldest person in your gym?
Oh, God, I suppose we don't have a lot of older females in the gym. Maybe our instructor, he looks amazing. I think she's about 56. We have a few older men in there. Probably, I'd say 65 would have to be our oldest, maybe 70. Okay. We used to have a lot of older guys coming, but yeah, I think, you know, yeah, because it's mostly a mining town, mining takes it out of you towards the end. So,
right.
Yeah, so you need mining, you need the town. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so what would you recommend? Okay, I guess we already covered this. Recommend to ladies who are thinking about starting weights. If you had to give them like three, what would be the first 3 tips you would give them?
Basically, talk to somebody. You know, discuss your options with somebody. Don't just walk into the first personal trainer that you see, because at the end of the day, you might get the wrong guy. You might get somebody that's totally not interested. So do your research and pick somebody that, you know, that trains, you know, what you want to do. If you just want to do exercises for mobility or whatever else, get a specific trainer for that. You know, it's not going to do what you want to do. Talk to other people, find out who they're using, what gyms they're going to. You know, you've got to get a user-friendly gym as well, somewhere that you're going to be comfortable. And go in with an open mind. Like, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, but give it a go. Definitely give it a go.
Yeah, fantastic.
And buddy up, like this fall.
Yeah, guys.
Buddy up. Go with somebody that you know who's going to motivate you.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great advice. And so people are scared to go to the gym because they're worried about getting an injury. What would you say to them about that? And have you had any injuries, and how did you manage to recover?
Well, actually, touch wood, no, I've never had an injury.
That's
never.
Fantastic.
I've been really, really lucky, yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, and if a female comes to you and they say they're struggling with weight, what would be like 3 things that you would suggest straight away for them?
I suppose everybody's different again. So depending on whether they've got diabetes, whether they've got thyroid issues and things like that, first thing I would suggest from a personal trainer's point of view, maybe they get some blood tests done and, you know, just get professional advice that way first. But other than that, it's just see a dietitian, get food that suits your body. Depending on your age, like I said, once you get past 50, your body doesn't process carbohydrates like it does. And a lot of women are afraid of fat. That's your friend, you know, within reason, obviously, you're good fat. And I find a lot of women that do come together go, oh, no, I don't need fat, I don't need this. You know, start eating it. Yeah, it's one of the biggest things at the moment that I'm trying to get into people, good fat.
What could you give some examples of good fat for people that, you know, what are some
avocado?
Yeah,
absolutely. Avocados, coconut oil. I eat bacon. I don't eat I don't eat trans fats. Deep fried food, just not me. But anything that's in that good healthy range, nuts within reason. Omegas.
Fantastic. And if a lady or even a man, I guess, they say to you, well, I'm too old to go to the gym, what's your response to that?
Never too old, ever. Well, you still got movement, you still feel good. And if you don't feel good, the gym can make you feel good.
Yeah,
definitely.
And so what really motivates you each day to go? What will be the main motivator? Like, what's the first thing that pops into your mind and makes you go, yeah, can't wait to get down there?
It's like an outlet for me because I am so busy with work. That's just, I feel like some people go, God, I'm going to go home and have a beer. I'm going to the gym. So I think it's just an addiction more than anything. And I do love it. I really do. I'm very passionate about it.
Fantastic. And so, and I guess the final question would be, how long do you plan to train at the gym and keep lifting weights for?
As long as my body will let me. Definitely. Yeah. I can't ever think, like, my partner said to me, look, when we retire, where do we go? And I'm like, I don't care as long as I can get to a gym.
Yeah.
So my retirement village will have to have a gym in it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think it's really inspirational. There's a lady, you might know her name, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I think she's like 80 something, and she does bodybuilding.
The dark lady?
Yeah. I can't think of it. But this, and sometimes there's like ladies that pop up like that, and it's so inspiring.
Yeah. I think she was on a Current Affair or 60 Minutes, one of those shows, and it pops up through Facebook every now and again, and I'll watch it again and again. And she didn't start bodybuilding until I think she was 60 or something.
Yeah, I think it was 67.
Yeah. And I'm like, she's actually been proof. You've got a lady who'd never been to the gym in her life. And she also takes older ladies for fitness classes as well. She started training them, which is great. So, yeah.
That's awesome. And I guess in closing, so when's your next competition that you're planning to do?
Well, I actually decided I'm going to have this year off, and so I'll probably start what they call Season B next year, which usually starts around about the end of August.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, I look forward to following your journey. Can't wait to see the photos. And, and so I really appreciate you taking the time today to do the interview. And I'm sure that people listening got some great tips and, some motivation to maybe get up and even, start moving or, add a little bit more exercise into their regime and help improve their health.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Bridget.
No worries. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Andrea,
Yes.
wow. She started working out when she was 30. She started bodybuilding when she was 45.
That's cool.
That is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
The
huh?
one they were talking about that's like 80 years old that does that.
Yeah, she started when she was like 60 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just look at that and I go, man, I'd love to get in that kind of shape, but I just can't find myself dedicated to go to the gym.
It's hard.
Yeah, I have too many other things to do.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess I'll never be a bodybuilder.
Well, they're doing it for performance, but once you work out with weights and you get a routine, you usually only do it like 3 times a week.
Yeah. Fasting, intermittent fasting. I think, getting more of a healthy balance, with fats and, you listen to her. So many people are like, they're down on eating fats, but you heard her. She eats bacon.
Yep.
Bacon. I don't even have any bacon in my house. I don't even know why I talk about bacon. I don't even have any.
You have all that buffalo and antelope.
Yeah, I'll have to make some buffalo bacon.
There you go.
So, all right. Well, folks, thanks for being with us tonight. That's the end of the fitness call, and hopefully you enjoyed that. And find something to inspire you to make yourself better. Isn't that a good message?
Yes.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.